Mercy the Mad here, and today we've got one army with spellcasters from 16 different laws of magic and 200% spell intensity. Mastery of the Elemental Winds gives plus 15% spell intensity for each unit with the skill other than the caster. That means if you bring 8 or more characters with mastery to the same battle, you can reach the cap of 200% spell intensity. The characters don't all have to be from the same army. All characters with mastery in the battle will contribute. And the spell intensity buff currently applies to every caster in the army, not just those that have the mastery of the Elemental Wind skill themselves. Although this vampire doesn't have spell mastery herself, because I have 7 other characters with mastery of the Elemental Winds, her Overcast Pit of Shades, instead of doing 8 damage per second, will do 16 damage per second. 200% spell intensity will mean that bombardment, wind, and vortex spells will do double damage. It also works on buff and debuff spells, doubling the strength of the stat boost. Spell intensity doesn't seem to work on healing or direct damage like Life Leech. It'll still say it's 200% intensity, but the actual healing and damage numbers won't be any higher than normal. There are a few ways to get spell intensity. The Demon Prince has a technology under Tzeentch's boons that grants Mastery of the Elemental Winds for all Iridescent Horror heroes, Cultist heroes, and Lords of Change in his faction. Kairos of the Tzeentch faction has a skill in his skill tree that adds Mastery of the Elemental Winds for all Iridescent Horrors, Cultists, and Lords of Change in his faction. Both of those take a little while to unlock. If you want to try out increased spell intensity straight away from turn 1, all of Cathay's caster lords and caster heroes add spell intensity, as well as their war compass units. If you add your starting caster hero to your army, recruit a second caster lord, you'll then have 3 units with Mastery of the Elemental Winds, giving you plus 30% spell intensity straight away. This Searing Doom now does 47 damage per hit instead of the base 36. The Wood Elf Lord Durthu also adds Mastery of the Elemental Winds for Ancient Treeman Lords, including Durthu, and all embedded Spellsinger heroes right from the start of the game. This means that you get plus 15% spell intensity as soon as you add your starting hero to your army, and you can recruit 3 extra Treeman Lords to accompany Durthu, giving you 160% spell intensity right at the start of your campaign. Awakening of the Wood is not a super powerful explosion spell, but upgrading the damage from 19 to 30 does make it a lot more cost efficient. When you recruit a Branch Wraith, a Spellsinger, or a Spell Weaver of the Lore of Shadows, you'll unlock Pit of Shades. With 200 spell intensity, Pit of Shades will put out some serious damage. Durthu or either of the Cathayan Lords will give you early access to high spell intensity, but if you want to create something like this crazy 16 different spell lore army that was sent into me, you're going to need to steal heroes from other factions. If you want to learn more about hero stealing, check out this other suggested video.